Hello everyone, and welcome to The Travelers, my game. This is the second devlog. We're in version 0.0.8 now, pre-alpha, so let's get right into it. The first of the new features comes with when we make a new account. Fun fact, if we refresh during this startup screen, where we get like the whole intro text and everything, if you just refresh, you can skip it. So, for Travelers Online, that's cool. We've got a lot of people playing online lately. It makes me really happy. Thank you guys. Just by the way. So the first new feature is that there's actually a little thing that spawns near you, some kind of container. It looks new compared to the surrounding landscape. So if we take a step on over to it, we can see that we've got some stuff inside. And inside this little bag is just some starter items. So you can see we've got 3 wooden sticks and 2 scrap metal inside. So we can just pick those up. So that box is a really simple new feature, but that's going to be a representation of sort of what dropping items is going to look like. So eventually we're going to be able to just drop, like, if you have trash or, like, stuff that you just don't want, or, like, if you're carrying too many items and you want to craft a more expensive item and you don't want to carry, like, 50 wooden sticks around, when you drop items in place, it'll be dropped in, like, a little U or N character on the ground. And then if someone else walks by and finds that character on the ground, they'll know some items were dropped there recently. And I'll make them despawn after, like, 10 days in real life or something like that. So to accompany that, the major thing that went with this update is inventory management. So as you can see up here in supplies, we've now got weight. This weight bar is a major new feature. So in previous updates, items were based on a stack-based system. So you could collect every single item in the game, but you could only have a certain amount of every single item. So you could only collect 50 wooden sticks. You can only have 1 fire extinguisher. You could only have like 5 circuit boards. It wasn't a very good system, even though it technically was unique. So I scrapped it, I got rid of it, and I gave every single item a type of weight. So you can see here, wooden sticks weigh 1 unit, scrap metal weighs 2 units, and these weights all add together and contribute to a total carry limit, and your default carry limit is 200, which is pretty high, but I want to encourage a lot of exploration and item collection, and when you level up, which I'll go ahead and level up real fast. So after we've leveled up, we have a skill point. If you use a skill point to upgrade your carry limit, it will upgrade 25 weight, which is a lot. You probably won't be putting too many skill points into your carry limit, but if you do, you will be getting a lot of carry in return for it. So I might even end up buffing this yet again in the future. We'll see about balance and stuff. All balance is subject to change since the game hasn't been played very much at this point, but I think this is pretty good for now, so that's the idea. And when the cycle passes, now our carry limit is 225. And there you go. So the next big change in this update is crafting. Crafting has been in the works for a very long time now. As you can see in the bottom right, we have our first craftable item. And just for the sake of brevity, I'm going to go to the settings and change the view for supplies and craftable items to list. Personally, I like them as items, but for a video where it's trying to be more informative, I'm going to change it to a list view. That's also a new feature, by the way. You can see we've got 3 wooden sticks and 2 scrap metal, and under crafting we have a rusty knife. So we click the rusty knife, and it shows us that we are capable of crafting it. It says, an old butcher's knife, edge rusted away, but still capable of damage. It shows us the recipe. It takes 1 wooden stick and 2 scrap metal, and it shows us that we have 3 and 2. So we are capable of crafting this. It tells us how many cycles it takes to craft and how much it will weigh when it's done. And if we were to click craft, our weight would go down based on the recipe, and it will show us cancel buttons, and the item now goes gray because we don't have enough materials to craft it anymore. So if we cancel it, it'll give us the items back, our weight will go back up, and all of that is done server side, so you can't cheat or anything. And even if we craft it and we leave the game, then it stops. So that's still in the crafting queue, your items still aren't there, but it's also not crafting. So if we rejoin, see, it stopped. It didn't continue to craft. Everything works perfectly, exactly as I commanded it to. So every 10 levels, you'll get new things to craft. There's only 6 craftable items right now. Right now I'm working on getting all of the systems finished before I do a big content update where I actually add all the cool items to the game. At level 10, we add 2 new items, and then at level 30 there's a new item, and then at level 50 there's a new item. But there's only 6 items right now. There's still not that much to do in the game, but it's getting there. There's still these big complicated systems that I'm getting done. This will craft, this will finish, and when it's done, it will be delivered into my inventory. I'm actually going to cancel this because I want to show one last feature that came in with this update. So as you can see, I revamped the entire home screen. It shows the sign up screen as the main page instead of the login screen, so it's a little more welcoming to new users. It shows the map in the background, so it's a lot more, I think it's a lot cooler to show the map initially instead of just a blank white screen. What do you want? We've got our players online and the version and the link to the Discord, which is also in the description of this video. And I put some new text here for the login screen as well, you know, little stuff. I think it's really cool having the players online on the login screen because it's like, oh, other people are playing. I want to play. That's really cool. So that's pretty much it for the major features. The last cool thing that I did is I updated the mobile view for the game. So if I go ahead and resize the window here. So mobile is actually a lot cleaner to use now. The menu button actually stays at the front instead of getting hidden behind the black screen. This stays like slightly above the bottom. Before, it would get hidden behind like the bar that's at the bottom of Safari and the iOS devices. And the big thing that I did was, before I just stacked all 4 of the menus on top of each other, and it was really awkward to scroll around because they were all really short and they all had their own scroll bars as well. Now they all have their own sections that you can click on and look between. And they all, when they change, they get their own notifications as well. So if we were to say, walk over to this swamp, while we were looking at like your own item here, you can see that the events now has an exclamation point next to it. And that's because we got a new message in the event log that's telling us that we walked into a swamp. And if we were to level up, which we are close to doing, we're actually not close to doing that. But if you level up, then you'll get an exclamation point next to the word you. If new items are craftable, then the crafting thing will get an exclamation point next to it. If you gain a new supply from crafting or some other thing, then you'll get a notification next to it. It's a big new overhaul that I did. I actually did that today just before recording this video. Using the game on mobile is a lot nicer. Someone asked in my Discord, I'm not going to be making an app for this. Making an app for games is really hard. It's a lot harder than just making a mobile responsive CSS website like I've done with this. So yeah, I'm just gonna do it the way I've already done it, like this. Not make an app for it, and just ask people to use it in their phones, mobile browsers, so that I don't have to pay Google and Apple out the wazoo to use licensing on their stores or however that works, and also to learn Xcode and Swift and whatever their programming languages are called. I don't even know. I like my stack. I like C# and JavaScript and stuff. Maybe in the future I'll want to learn that stuff, but right now I'm happy with web development. So that's pretty much it for this update. Thank you guys for watching this video and for playing the game. Again, 5 people playing online right now. People are constantly active in my Discord and watching these videos on my channel and everything. Really, thank you guys so much for being so active and being a part of the community here. I really appreciate it. All I can ask from you guys is that you continue to spread the word, you know, get your friends to play, show them the game, get them to like it and experiment with it and try it out, get them to join the Discord and comment on the game and hurt my feelings. And for the next update, I'm going to be making PvP, which is going to be really cool. We're finally going to have players interacting, so you'll be able to trade with players, talk to them, fight each other. We're also going to have a tutorial, so the game will be a lot more marketable. That's when I'm going to start pushing it on like Reddit and stuff. And we're going to have new houses and cities by version 0.0.9, as well as new types of places besides houses and cities that won't even be discoverable in the JavaScript. So you'll have to discover them just by traveling across the world. They'll only be sent to you by the server, so that'll be cool too. I'm not going to ask for money or like a Patreon or anything, you know, I have a job in real life. Eventually I'm going to put ads on the site when it's all done, but right now I don't need any of that. I'm happy with how the development is going and how the site is right now. So, thanks for watching, thanks for playing, and keep traveling. Goodbye.